Hello people from around the universe, I am your host, the Italian Ace Trainer, and today we're back with the third and final video of my mini-series leading into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Let's get to the intro. To finish off the preparation for the upcoming games that are now only a day away, like seriously, they're coming out tomorrow and I am so excited. Let's talk about my top 5 favorite Sinnoh Pokemon. And number 5, we have none other than Luxray. What do you want me to say? This Pokemon is just so cool. The design is amazing, the whole evolutionary line is fantastic, and honestly, it might be one of my all-time favorite early game encounters in any Pokemon game. Really, I could easily see him being in my top 3 favorite Sinnoh Pokemon if it wasn't for the fact that his move pool doesn't go together great with his stats. I mean, just looking at it, he has so many more options on the special attacking side of things than he does on the physical side of things, but his physical attack set is so much better than his special attack set. So that's just kind of a little nuisance that, to me at least, keeps him from being among the very best that Sinnoh has to offer. Even with that, I absolutely love Luxray, and I'm gonna be using it on one of my 2 playthrough teams for the upcoming games. Let's move on to number 4, and this is another early round encounter for Sinnoh, which is surprising because I just said how Luxray is one of my all-time favorite early game encounters, and the very next entry is an early game encounter that I like even more, and that is Staravia. I mean, this Pokemon is just the definition of a perfectly realized design. It looks intimidating while still being majestic, and the whole evolutionary line is just a great progression from a really cute Pokemon in Starly to the incredible, fantastic, amazing, spectacular final evolution that is Staravia. Now yes, Staravia is not my favorite middle stage evolution, but realistically there's not that many great looking middle stage evolutions, so we'll cut it some slack and say that the line as a whole is amazing. But not only is the design fantastic, its move pool is also amazing. It has access to Brave Bird as well as close combat, and together with its Intimidate ability, it is a mainstay in any Sinnoh playthrough team. Also, it's based on an eagle, which is one of my favorite animals ever, so you know that earns it a couple extra bonus points. Moving on to number 3, and we have Gallade. And spoiler alert, but the rest of the list is gonna be all fighting types. Yes, you heard that correctly. All of my top 3 favorite Sinnoh Pokemon are fighting type. But can you guess the other 2? Well, I think you might have a pretty good idea for at least one of them. Going back to Gallade, and this Pokemon is just fantastic. I mean, I already loved the Ralts line back in Gen 3, but then in Gen 4, they add Gallade to it? Yes please. I mean, just look at the design. The blades that come out of its arms are fantastic. The crest that it has on top of its head is really cool. And overall, it's just basically the perfect split evolution for the Ralts line, which is crazy because it already had a fantastic one in Gardevoir, like I said before. It doesn't hurt that its shiny is also amazing, more so for the Mega version, but even regular Gallade with the blue instead of the green and the orange instead of the pink looks really great. Couple all of this with a fantastic typing in Fighting and Psychic, which is one of the coolest type combinations out there, and of course, I'm gonna love this Pokemon. Moving on to our top 2, and coming in second, we have Lucario. Okay, yes, so maybe this is not the most original choice ever, but look, there's a reason why this Pokemon is so popular. I mean, the design is phenomenal. The concept behind its aura and how it develops a connection with its trainer is amazing, especially as showcased by Riley and Maylene's Lucario. And the idea behind its design being based both on the God of Death Anubis and Steel, aka a metal, which was often associated with the underworld in ancient times, is fantastic. Plus, it doesn't hurt that its move pool is also great, letting you run it as both a physical and special attacker equally well. Honestly, this Pokemon would easily be my number 1, if not for the fact that there's another one that I like even more. And by now, I'm sure you've all guessed it. That's right, coming in first place with no one challenging him for the title is my boy, Infernape. Yes, I know that's a Chimchar and not an Infernape, but I don't have an Infernape plush, so just pretend that that's a stand-in for Infernape. Plus, I love Chimchar anyway, so it's not really a big deal. This Pokemon is just phenomenal, and I love using it in basically all of my Sinnoh playthroughs. I mean, the design is fantastic, borderline perfect in my opinion, and the way it's portrayed in the anime is incredible. Starting off with the flame on its head being used as an indicator for the blaze ability activating, and then also the whole character arc that he has from a Chimchar to an Infernape with Ash. It's amazing. This is maybe the best portrayal of any Pokemon in the whole anime. And the only reason I'm not saying that he's definitely the best portrayal of a Pokemon in the anime is because they have both Ash Greninja and Pikachu in there, which I think you could argue as even better portrayals of a Pokemon. Now, personally, I prefer Infernape over any other Pokemon in the anime, but I could see the argument for both Pikachu and Greninja, which is why I'm not saying that he has the best portrayal, period. But even outside of the anime, this Pokemon is just fantastic. Every time I use it in a playthrough team, I am blown away. I love that you can run him as a physical attacker and a special attacker. I love that he's fast. I love that he has great move coverage and great stab moves. It's honestly beautiful, and if you've never tried Infernape on your team, I highly recommend doing so with the upcoming games. Really, the only small flaw that I can poke in this Pokemon, and it's a very minor detail, is that the shiny is not the best. But honestly, when your design is fantastic, your move pool is incredible, the portrayal of you in the anime is arguably the best ever, who cares? This is by far the best Pokemon in Sinnoh, and I don't see an argument for anything else. And that's my list. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sure that people would disagree with this one since there's so many options, but still, I wanted to put my opinion forth and maybe get you to try one of these Pokemon if you haven't before, because I really think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised. The next video of mine you're going to be seeing will be me playing through the new games, and man, I cannot wait. And if you want to check that out, then maybe consider subscribing. But that will do it for me. I hope to see you all in the next video, and until then, remember to follow the way of the ace. See ya!